All right, so if you are watching this video, that means you were absent on Monday or Tuesday of this week, and you missed some important information about converting fractions to percents and percents to fractions. So you're going to want a piece of notebook paper to write down some notes that you missed. So the first thing we're going to talk about is changing a fraction to a percent. So you missed learning the 3 different ways to do fraction to percent. The first way to change a fraction to percent is to make an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100. Then that new numerator is the percent. The word percent means per 100. So if you think there's 100 cents or 100 pennies in a dollar, so each cent is worth 1/100th, so per 100th. So our first fraction here is 4/5. 4/5, we want to have our denominator be 100 because that's what our rule says. Make the denominator 100. So what do we do to 5 to get to 100? If you do your multiples of 5, you would figure out that 5 goes into 100 20 times. So times 20. If we multiply the bottom by 20, we have to multiply that top by 20. 4 times 20, you're going to get 80. So we made an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100. Here's our fraction. Our next step is the new numerator is the percent. So our new numerator is, oh my, I thought that would work. Didn't work. Our new numerator is 80/100. Therefore, our percent is going to be 80%. The second way to do this is to change that fraction to a decimal and then that decimal to a percent. So, for example, I'm going to get rid of these boxes. So, for example, we have 7/10. Well, we want to change this into a decimal. So 7/10 or 7/10. To write 7/10 as a decimal is to have 0 decimal point 7. That 7 is in our tenths place. Now we're going to change this to a percent. So if we're going to change 0.7 to a percent, the way you do this is by moving your decimal places 2 times to the right. 1, 2. You're going to annex your 0 into that spot. Add your percent sign, and then lastly, you're going to go ahead and make it pretty just by rewriting and have 70%. The third way to do a fraction into a percent is to use your calculator. So the third way of doing this, if we want to find 17 out of 20, so you're going to go ahead and type into your calculator 17 divided by 20. Your calculator is going to real quickly and easily tell you exactly what that decimal is. Now you're just going to take that decimal and change it to a percent. To do that, you move your decimal over twice, add your percent sign. Last step, make it pretty, 85%. All right. The second thing you missed was changing a percent to a fraction. This is by far the easiest conversion that we learn about from percents, fractions, and decimals. So the rule of thumb here is to put that percent over 100 and drop the percent sign. Then if it's asked, you're going to go ahead and reduce the fraction to its simplest form. So first thing we do, put the percent over 100. So we have 82% over 100. Then, and drop the percent sign. Get rid of that percent sign. There's your answer. 82% is 82/100. Remember, the definition of percent is per 100. So we have 13%. We're going to put that percent over 100 and drop our percent sign. So 13% is 13/100. That's what you missed Monday and Tuesday, was just practicing going from percent to fraction You also missed working on our weekly warm-up, as well as graphing our monthly assessment. You also missed a couple different review games. If you were also absent Wednesday, check out your Wednesday